A fucking RPG. You're dead.
You're gonna die. Hello and welcome to Insurgency with your host, Zara Peppers. I swear one of these days my neighbor is going to overhear me talking about AK-47s and military tactics with you and think I'm ISIS or something. They'll call CSIS, that's Canadian intelligence, and I'm sure it'll all be very interesting. But this is a game. It is called Insurgency. If I was to describe it in a sentence, I would say that it is reminiscent of Counter-Strike with a more realistic twist. It feels like a mix between a more casual shooter and the more complex mechanics you see in a game like Arma. That was a pretty long sentence. But I'm back, and hopefully for good now, going back to my old every other day video release schedule. I was originally going to do a daily thing, but I didn't want to do just another channel of someone playing games and blabbing over it. Not that there is anything wrong with that, there are many people that do it well, but in such an oversaturated genre like gaming channels, I wanted to do something different, incorporating research and all the little informative things I like to do. Maybe I'll do a video like this talking about the merits of gun control. There goes 5 subscribers. I'm working on some other videos, but since it's been over a week since my last upload and everyone has waited patiently, I wanted to get something out there for tomorrow. Well, today for you, I guess. So here's this game, Insurgency, that I've been playing lately, and here are a few thoughts that I have on it. One thing that has always annoyed me in first-person shooter genre games is the whole thing of having to unload half of your magazine on someone to take them out. So I've always wanted a game that was a bit more realistic in this regard. Obviously, one-shot kills might be a bit annoying in a video game, but in this game it seems like usually 2-3 shots, unless you get hit in the head, of course. It is very much a tactical shooter, but unlike many others, it is fast-paced. You have a lot of thinking to do, but it's fast thinking, whereas in something like Arma there is a lot of careful considerations and thinking to be done with far more cautious gameplay. It's based on the Source engine, which we all know is getting a bit old now, so it isn't one of the most graphically spectacular games that's out there right now, but it's still very nice on the eyes, and they've actually done quite good considering how old the engine is. The simpler graphics also allows them to do cool stuff like a scope view where you can still see around the scope when you're looking at it. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any examples of that in this gameplay footage, but it's really cool being able to look in your scope while, you know, it actually being realistic, being able to look at around the scope. I haven't been playing much of the multiplayer mode so far. I haven't played much first-person shooter games lately, so I've been mainly playing the co-op mode for a little practice. In it, you team up with 6 or 7 other people, and you have to capture a number of points on the map while destroying enemy caches in order to make them spawn less. When you die, you have to wait until one of your teammates captures one of the capture points. At that time, you'll spawn with all the other people who have died. That way you are usually with your team and not just spawning alone somewhere having to fight your way back to your team. The AI in this game is pretty impressive. The co-op mode can be quite the challenge. Of course they do have their dumb moments, but there are also some times when I feel like I'm just playing other people. There have been a number of games lately that I find have pretty impressive AI. I know it's not actually artificial intelligence, but you know what I mean. It isn't very often that a first-person shooter game comes along that I really enjoy. Personally, I prefer the ones that are based more on tactics and thinking instead of fast-paced, twitchy reflex gameplay. Yet this game does have fast gameplay and it's tactical, and I'm finding that it does a pretty good job of being the best of both worlds. So those are just a few of my early thoughts on after I've been playing this game for a few days and dying a lot, I'm sure I have. But don't worry, because another video will be coming just around the corner, so stay tuned for that. And until then, good night.